Thanks for staying with us. You're welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. It's now time to get to that promised chart about how Nigeria's young people can put their mouth where their money is regarding the desire to take back their country during the forthcoming elections. And joining us right now for that discussion, our popular musician and social crusader, the one and only king of boys, Charlie Boy, is here in the company of Dr. Uche Odim, convener of Nigeria Youth Decide, a project which is designed to enhance youth participation in the political process, as well as afford them an opportunity to engage with all the candidates in the build-up to next year's polls. Good morning, gentlemen. Charlie Boy.
Good morning, sir.
CB, good to have you. Dr. Odim.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good to have you join us. Okay. Nigeria Youth Decide. What is this about? A new movement? Or is this something like a fallout of the Not Too Young to Rule, bill? What movement are you into?
Okay, it's a accumulation of all. Whether Not Too Young to Run, agitation, from insta, from everything. I mean, it's it's a platform for the young people.
Okay.
Yeah. We all know what has been happening over the years in Nigeria. I mean, the young people are being told you are the future leaders and all, but no. The young people are now saying we are the leaders of the now, no more future. Mm-hmm. Because if you check it very well, every other thing in Nigeria, Nigerians are doing very well. It was that when I hear people say young people are not serious, I laugh. Because you can attest to that. Right now, the area that the young people have pushed themselves into, like the entertainment sector, we are number one. I just got back from Texas just a few days ago and all. Our songs are being played practically everywhere in the United States, even in Ethiopia, all around. In tech, we are doing very well.
That's right.
The only area where we have crisis is in leadership. And that's the only area that the young people have been ostracized all these years. So now, we are now taking our mandate, and that's why this project is on. It's called Nigeria Youth Decide. And we are deciding, because number one, we have the voting power. Mm-hmm. We have the voting population.
That's right.
And we have the swag. And we have everything to make this nation a number one nation in a couple of years to come. So it's going to be terrible if the young people, we don't take what rightfully belongs to us now in a very good way, which is by our PVC and by lending our voice to national issue. And when we now sat down, all the various, our youth group and the rest of it, we looked at it critically. We said, okay, how do we achieve this particular stuff? We now say, okay, let's hold a forum whereby we can hold all the presidential candidates accountable. Now, this Nigeria Youth Decide, we have invited all the presidential candidates. They are going to come. The normal thing is that...
a debate also?
No, not a debate. Not a debate. Okay. They are going to come, sit down and listen. No, they shouldn't be afraid of debate. Not debate at all. They are going to come listen. Now, the whole idea is this. The normal thing is that the presidential candidates are the ones that tell the young people what they want to do. Mm-hmm. Now, we are going to tell them what we want and get into a social contract with them, binding. So we can all join our hands together to grow this nation. It's not a political party. This is not a political party. It's a movement for the young people to get actively involved. Mm-hmm. And we looked at it critically. We said, okay, who is the person that we are going to have as an elder statesman that can actually help us actualize this dream, that has a rallying point, the super glue for the young people? There's no other person in Africa except the area father. If he stands in the Joeleba, everybody, all the streets, both the mad, the normal, everybody comes together around and frustrated. The other day we were at Falomo and it was amazing. The kind of crowd that pulled out just in few seconds, just with his appearance and all. So we say, okay, this is the right person that we should work with to drive. And amazingly, he's been phenomenal. He's been awesome working with him. We love him, the young people. And we are like, you know what? We are going to achieve our dream this time around. And it's going to go very well by the help of God. Come 2023.
Right. Now, that sounds really amazing. Now, let's bring Charlie Boy into this. Of course, very colorful way he has just painted the situation. Let's talk about your particular interest in this. Of course, you've had a voice that has reverberated years amongst the youth on the streets and, beyond that. What is your own key message for the Nigerian youth? How are you going to galvanize and mobilize this interest on a bigger platform and your interest in it as well?
Well, I don't have to bother about so much. I leave it all to the younger people. They have the plans, they have the strategy, and as the area father, my own is just to make sure that I identify those outstanding, exceptional youths of Nigeria and try to see how I could bring them together under one roof. And I think to some extent I've succeeded in doing that, because I've really met amazing young people. And that's why I keep saying and I maintain that the salvation of this contraption that we know as Nigeria lies in the hands of its exceptional people. And who are these people? The youth. So, like, I would just say, I escort them come as their father. Let me escort them come. So, and I believe they're matured enough, because this whole tsunami that is happening, everybody's getting frustrated. I believe that they're matured enough to know the right thing to do. And I can see they're working on it.
All right, area for that. I'll stay with you. But before I ask my question, which is, tied to the clip that we're going to see, you were in Abeokuta recently, where you met with former President Obasanjo, and we have that clip. So we'll show it, and then I'll come back to you too.
Okay.
If, as the president of frustrated youths of this country, let me be their president, okay? Me, myself, I dey frustrated. Because my life...
You are president and of
frustrated Nigerians.
Nigerian
youths. Yeah.
I am their father.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. My question is this. If you were asked, say somebody from street, we no see, you don't try everything, no job, nothing, no hope. I mean, the environment is so toxic. I don't know what can grow in a toxic environment. If you were asked to advise that young Nigeria, Baba, what would you say to that person to give them hope? Because we are battling, we have a serious battle in our hands. Some people have lost hope.
So that we are poor and frustrated is not the fault of God. It's the choice of our leaders. And if you are going to change that, change our situation, you have to change leadership. Pure and simple. And there's nobody who will do it other than the youth. Meaning that you have a baby, your own baby, with a very robust waist, and you don't take bead and put in on the waist of another somebody else's baby. And I say to people that my own baby is Nigeria. That's the one that has robust waist, and that's the one I want to put beautiful bead on. Not any individual who I know that they will not achieve whatever they promise they will want to achieve. So how do you do that? Or in the north, they will say namu namuni.
Yeah.
Tiwantiwa. I don't know what they say in your part.
Baba say it. Nka bunkanye.
Nka bunkanye. Now that is not the issue. The issue is Nigeria.
All right, area father, the issue is Nigeria. I mean, anytime with OBJ, you will get that. But then my point to you is from Mumudondu to the president of frustrated Nigerian youth. What is that about?
I've always been there.
Why are you frustrated, and why will you take that frustration?
Are you not frustrated? You would ask me the question. Are you not frustrated? Baba himself is frustrated.
After ruling Nigeria for 11 years?
Yeah, frustration. How do you define frustration?
Please define it.
Frustration no mean person when no fit chopo. Frustration means that you're in an environment and you have certain expectations And by all natural, things are supposed to be working well.
Yeah.
But they are not working well. You have dreams, you have aspiration. But they ain't taking you nowhere because the system is faulty. The environment is toxic. So, last night, I was awake till I almost missed coming to this program. Because I never sleep. I don't know the kind of winch where they push me for night. And I sent out a chat on my tweet. I said, oh, I can't sleep, because somebody called me at 2 a.m. I said, man, why are you calling me at 2 a.m. in the morning? What's wrong? He said, he no fit sleep. I said, oh, welcome to the club. Why can't you sleep? He said, he no want sleep, make somebody no come kidnap him for the sleep. That he wants to be awake. Look at what, and do you know how many thousands of people were chatting with me at 3, 4 a.m. in the morning that couldn't sleep? They're all frustrated now. So if I say I'm their father, as the area father, yes, I'm frustrated because, I was opportune to see a good Nigeria as a baby of the 50s. But I think somewhere after the Civil War, it started to plunge. Or maybe it's been plunging since the 60s. I don't know, but it became more obvious to me that after the Civil War, Nigeria started to go down. And I want to use this opportunity to apologize to Nigerian youths, because it's people of my generation that didn't do as much as they were supposed to do, that saw this tsunami coming, and they did not correct it. But this is what I say to young people. If you've been bequeathed with a bad deal, it's up to you to make it work for your future, for the benefit of your future. Because it gets some people where they're orphans, they come from the slum, but they're able to pick up themselves and make themselves a success.
All right, Dr. Udim, just a quick follow-up to what Area Father said. A lot of people might express concern as to the choice of Charlie Boy as the face or the grandpapa of this movement, because of the perception that he might be close to one of the candidates, which is Peter Obi. We saw a video in which he accompanied Mr. Peter Obi to Femi Kuti's place, for a kind of rapprochement because of the fears that Femi Kuti expressed by those who are claiming to be obedient and are, threatening to burn down the shrine and issuing threatening words, to his family. How will you defend that this movement for the Nigerian youth is not a decoy to lead people in a particular direction, given what they perceive to be Charlie Boy's body language?
Okay, first of all, the team that we have comprises of people from various political parties. Okay. We have APC, we have PDP, we have NNPP. In fact, a couple of days from now, we're going to have a press conference. You see people from various political, and every single youth leader from various political parties, we've approached everybody. So the group comprises of everybody. For crying out loud, your PVC is your power. Go and vote. But this platform, Nigerian Youth is non-political. It's not a platform for politics at all. It's a platform where all the presidential candidates are going to come to defend themselves. They're going to listen and say one or two things to the youth. We want to feel the pulse we want them to feel the pulse of the young people. We don't want, one of the things that has been happening in Nigeria over the years is the servant-slave master relationship. We don't want that anymore. If you are called to serve as a leader, as a president, as a governor, you are meant to be the servant of the people, the chief servant. So we want to change that paradigm whereby some people get into power, they become the Lord, and even higher than Jesus Christ, and even higher than Muhammad and stuff. We don't want that. You are called to serve. I've been to several countries. I've seen other state governors, how easily accessible they are, how close they are to the people. This is what we want to achieve. Whoever you want to vote for, feel free and vote.
So
it's
you're
not
trying to increase more of the participation in the process,
that's exactly
as
what
well
it is.
as change the thinking around how it should
exactly
work.
what it should be,
I
the
think
criteria.
that's a very good point to come from, and I think it's a very good example. What Charlie Boy mentioned earlier as well was you had the opportunity of witnessing a Nigeria that was so robust way back.
But I'd like to add to
youth today. Your frustration to them today is status quo for some other person who says, this is just the way it is. How are you going to shift the thinking of that kind of guy who feels like regardless of who I vote for, things are not going to change?
First of all, I'd like to, drawing from the question that Steve had asked, I want it on record that I have called my brother, the presidential candidate of APC, on phone. I've sent him a text. And very soon, yes, I've spoken to the youth leader of APC. Because
Dio Israel. Dio Israel.
No, the woman leader.
Okay.
Okay, the woman leader.
Yeah.
The doctor from...
Yes.
Better.
Yeah. I've spoken to her, and as we speak, there's an appointment being arranged with Atiku. Yes. I'm not partisan in my politics.
Okay.
I was sleeping one day, and then Peter just called me. Obi. He's somebody I've known in my past. And he just called me and he said, the first question he asked, do you know Femi? Of course now, I know Femi. And I said, anything? And he said, yeah, I would like to see him. I said, about what? And he said, there was something, some miscommunication somewhere, and I'd just like to see him. I was impressed that he wanted to go and see Femi. That was it.
Yeah.
And he said, can you put that together? Of course. If Bola Tinubu been called me and asked for a favor that I know that will benefit the people I represent, of course. And I was happy. It all went smoothly. They saw. We were supposed to spend 10 minutes there. But he spent 3 hours there.
3 hours, yeah.
At the shrine.
At Femi's house.
At Femi's house, yeah.
And my whole day was messed up because I had other things to do.
Yeah.
But I was happy that I was able to provide that platform. So, so they can talk. So this is what we're talking about. So don't be Nigerian people. Man, I'm not surprised. When I see me and Bola Tinubu with a hug. If not like, me gonna say, somebody. If you see me and Atiku, the same thing. My own is that, people are asking me, where do I stand? I don't stand anywhere, Steve, and it's not ready for me. I'm not ready right now to stand anywhere.
Ask you which direction should they go?
Which direction should they go? Yeah. I will know. At least I've given myself, because a lot of people want that information and they want it badly. I've given myself, I've told everybody, please allow me to think this thing very well. Give me at least till November. Then I can say something to you. But right now, there are too many things that are going. I'm confused.
You will take a position by November, December.
Precise.
Yeah.
And if I give you my word, you can go to sleep.
Right.
You know that for a fact.
How receptive have the political leaders been towards your movement in terms of engaging the youth alongside you?
Well, we haven't been talking to the principals themselves. Okay, we've only been dealing with, of course, the youth leaders in each of these parties. Yeah. Okay, by next week, we'll start to know. I mean, to all intents and purpose, this is a good thing. It's a positive thing. So somebody who is trying to be shifty or who wants to avoid it, we'll just say that you're not for the youths, period. Yeah. That's how I see it. Yeah. Because I don't see why anybody should have any mixed feeling or feel like they shouldn't be there.
To be with the youths,
I don't see that.
And as a matter of fact, let me add to what you said. The leadership style in Africa and Nigeria is not what leadership is all about. You shouldn't be far away from your people, because these are the people you need to drive the process at the end of the day.
Far away though.
Are you Chineke, man? Augustine, why you won't saying this? The young people don't feel a part of this government, the government of Nigeria. They are so far. What was the essence of NSAS? What was the essence of SQ? There's no communication. It's a big problem. And they are the ones that are being disadvantaged, because these young people want to work closely with them. All they want is just talk to us as a father, talk to us as a son. But they are very far. There's no need for that.
But the government requested for dialogue during NSAS, and the NSAS people said, we have no leadership, we have no faces, just do what we want.
We know their tricks now. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Do we want to get into that?
That's why we want a new Nigeria. Want a new Nigeria. Let's build. Let peace reign. Nigeria, let peace reign. It's for them. It's for them to collaborate, for us to build a good country that we'll all be proud of. There's something we keep saying and keep saying it. By 2035, if we get it right in 2023, Nigeria is going to be a first world nation in 2035. That is the truth. But we have everything it takes. So let's get it right.
When we talk about getting it right, what does that mean?
Exactly.
In many ways, that's an ambiguous statement for many youth. I'm still very curious about this Nigeria of the 50s, the 70s. What was that like? What picture are you painting for the youth as to the Nigeria they should aspire to have? Because some people don't even know what that looks like. What would you say that is?
50s, area further.
Over to you.
What are you talking about? Have I become a Methuselah? Okay, the 50s. I didn't know there was nothing about tribe. I didn't see tribe. Okay, because our next door neighbor was from the north, and as far as we were concerned at that time, it was uncle. You understand? There wasn't the kind of division that you see today, which is so toxic. We didn't have that. During my time, we didn't know who had money or who didn't have money. We just knew about people who spoke the truth, people who had integrity. They say, you see this person's house, that man is sabi, you could talk as he did. We saw like principals, teachers who had this bicycle called white horse in those days. We had more respect for them. They were more celebrated than people who had money. You understand? That's what I missed. I grew up on a very serious moral code. I thought my father was overbearing and obnoxious. But these are the values I've had to hang on to. I must say, okay, yes, I'm a privileged child, okay? I'm a spoiled brat, but I come from a very good place. A place of warmth, a place of love. Okay? So that's why my thinking, my ideas are different. People say controversial. I say, what's controversy? I just say it like I see it. So those were the good old days, and you were judged based on the quality of your character, not be who your papa be or whatever. No.
But Charlie boy, wouldn't you say that part of what was responsible for that was the fact that the regions were allowed to develop at their own paces?
Precise.
Exactly.
Precise.
But
So
now
we need to go back.
Exactly.
We need to go back to that, because that did work. It was when they started to fiddle with it that things started to, fall apart. That did work.
Yeah.
So realistically, do you see that being achievable now? Do you see that same Nigeria
or shall we say
again?
restructuring?
Restructuring, yes, that's a better word. That's a better word. My sister, all I can do is to be hopeful and to inspire young people. I don't do my own. Everybody, they get aspiring day too. Not that I'm aspiring. I'm still around as a father. And that's why I'm here with this young man. because I feel he's doing something good. So all I can do is to keep praying, keep hope alive, and keep inspiring and motivating young people to be their authentic self and to be the best of, to chase their dream. I mean, look at me, Charlie Boy. I mean, if I had listened to my father, my dream for don't die, Okay? But I started my revolt from inside my house, that I want to be who I want to be. And every young person with enough focus, enough consistency, enough sagacity, and tenacity, their dreams can come true. But this is not the kind of environment that works for young people. And this is why I'm so sad.
Dr. Jim, how will this movement help in reducing the toxic content that is coming out of all the different camps? The supporters of Peter Obi, supporters of, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, supporters of Atiku, issuing threatening, threatening language. Youths, how will you provide a kind of a rallying point through this movement to say that, listen, don't kill yourselves over politicians who are friends at the end of the day? How will you be able to?
Okay, what you're saying right now is something we have started already. Like the P2B stuff. If you check the pictures, I was there. I was the area father. We all went together, P2B and all.
To Femi's place.
Yes, to Femi's place and everything, because I represent a major youth movement.
Yeah, but yet it hasn't stopped. So Peter Obi is now forced almost every now and then to deny certain statement, to correct, to say that I didn't send them to do this, etc. So I'm saying that, how are we going to get the youth to stop, towing this line of politics?
Yeah, we're already doing that already. Like I talked about this. If tomorrow Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu wants us to, we'll gladly come along. Gladly come along. There's no way, nobody has built a country on violence. In fact, the pain of violence is worse than even starting the violence. The pain is terrible. To rebuild is ridiculous. We don't need to touch one single structure in Nigeria. We don't need to use violence. Through dialogue. And that's what we've been preaching to our young people. Calm down. Your power is your PVC. Vote right, the right person that you want. And that's what we want. We don't want a situation whereby our young people will allow themselves to be used as talks, allow themselves to be used as area boys, and at the end of the day, it's not going to help you. And again, you need to understand something. The youths, the major crop of youths that the youths it talks about, the exceptional Nigerian youths, they are not the ones involved. I'll tell you that one categorically. Some of the people that are involved are some political jobbers that are paid. So when you see, so that's why young people there are some people that you should not listen to. There are some people that come out to instigate violence, that instigates tribal and religious sentiment and the rest of it. When you see such people, mark them out, whoever the person is, whether the person is an elder or a young person, mark them out. In fact, brand their face. Some of them are doing it already. Please, young people, beware of people that are creating violence and creating attacks. No. Whether you are in P2B's camp, calm down. Do politics based on issues. You are in Tinubu's camp, calm down. You are in Kwankwaso's camp, calm down. This is one Nigeria. Let's not allow our political people divide us on the grounds of ethnic sentiments or religious sentiment. It's our country. And we own this country. So we keep telling them that don't allow anybody to do that to you.
Okay, just the last few seconds that we have. Charlie Boy, please go on.
Yeah. You see, as a father, like me personally, I have 10 children, 16 grandchildren. Clap for me now, beg. Thank you very much. Some of my pikin, some day normal, some no day normal, but I dey manage them. Okay? Now, when I talk about the exceptional youth, it doesn't include everybody. Because there will never be a time that everybody will come together. Are you kidding me? I'm not under any illusion. I'm specific in what I say. The outstanding, the exceptional youths who get the message. Okay? And they know that, they shouldn't be involved in those negative acts, like just trolling and threatening people. Okay? It's going to take us time. It's going to take them time because a lot has decayed over 6 decades. We've been allowing this to go on.
That's right.
Now it's looking like it's almost impossible to deal with, but it is possible.
All right.
All right, Charlie
You know,
boy.
we've run out of time, but I am very curious about, and this has to be very brief, please. Of course, political participation, but let's talk about what about the youth running for office? Are you also pushing that movement in any way, apart from just being an electorate? Because we talk about exceptional youth. What is the message for that exceptional Nigerian youth?
Oh yeah, that they should get involved. The country belongs to them. They're not too young to run bill and everything has encouraged you. So get involved. The country belongs to you. Yeah, there's an illustration that I normally give that a lot of Nigerians are hanging by the fence. And when you're hanging by the fence and peeping into a compound, you can be tempted to be a criminal. And they can get you arrested. That's how many Nigerians are. No, you are the owner of the compound. Nigeria belongs to you. And that's why on the 1st of October at Sheraton in Abuja, everybody should find your way down to that place. It's going to be awesome. Nigeria, you decide life in Abuja on the 1st of October. And we are going to be, the discussion is going to cut across the activist group. It's going to cut across leaders of youth groups, and all the candidates are going to be there. And you can go online, register on our site and all on www.nigeriayouthDecide.org. NigeriaYouthDecide.org. And let's put our hands together and make this country work.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so very much, Charlie Boy and Dr. Uche Odim, for gracing us with your presence today. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
It's time now for a short break, and when we return, we shall be switching gears to speak about current issues in Nigerian politics with Buba Galadima, elder statesman, former federal minister, and chieftain of the New Nigeria People's Party. Stay with us.